What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be doing a Monsterverse character. We're going to be doing the Warbat from Godzilla vs. Kong. So we're sort of at a side view. I just wanted to fit in like his wings and stuff like that. So when he's like out wide, it's kind of like his head's really small, so it's hard to get the detail in. So we went for the side view on this one. He's looking over to the left and we got like a wing behind his head and some of the wing just like folded around coming out the front, right? So I'm on landscape orientation paper, use a pencil and eraser, and hit pause if I go too fast. So let me see, just move my pictures here. Okay, so let's start with his head, right? So just this sort of general shape for his snout at the front, right? So we'll go sort of down here, right? Curved line just there, center point to my page about here. So you just come up over to the left and we just start with his snout. And then this will generally go back this way and then start to go up like so. And then go back down for the back of his head like so. So his eye is just in here, right? So let's say like we have sort of his brow, right? So it'll come up this way, dip back down, and then travel back to the back of his head, just back this way. Right, and then his eye will be in here somewhere. So like we'll go for this sort of round kind of shape. Now if you want, you can give him like a snake-like kind of pupil or something there. So in the rest of that frowning sort of area here, and you might have like some bags underneath his eyes, some like lines coming around. And this will go back towards the front of his snout and stuff. This kind of thing. Right, like so. So we're adding just sort of lines like bumping texture lines, you know. Make him look a little bit scaly. So on the other side here, we got his mouth, comes down like so. And just like underneath sort of his eye here, we have a little bit of skin that like sticks down. Comes up a little bit there, and down again, back up. Here, like various wrinkles and things on his mouth. So, and then his nostril will be sort of in here somewhere. So like just a line sort of like this shadow. You could have some more wrinkles and stuff coming around it if you want. Maybe on his top lip, just some texture and stuff there. And so then his bottom jaw, right, will come down this way. So it's open, he's got like a snake-like sort of shaped head, right? And then his chin here. And then maybe like a skin fold or something, just So the bottom of his jaw then comes up this way, down, and then we'll bring it up here. The back of his head, back this way, and they kind of join. Wrinkle lines and texture on all this as well. Alright, so then teeth, right? So we'll start at the bottom here because he's got like some big teeth down here. So big fangs kind of at the front. You might be able to see the ones at the back a little bit, just there. And then more teeth coming up. Just these sort of spiking lines like so. Like that. And then some fangs kind of at the front on top. A little bit smaller than the bottom ones, but they are there. And then some sharp teeth. Come down like so. Might see his gum line here. And then maybe some teeth in behind, like on the other side of his mouth. Just somewhere back there. Can't really see a tongue. Maybe we'll just add like a bump for some of his tongue. Can't see it in the picture, but I just want to, I think it would be better with a tongue than not. Right, so his neck, right, so he's got a real bumping, scaly kind of neck coming back this way. And then it curves around here. Scaly line, real long, then comes down like so, and then the top line will go this way. Start to go down here then, and we eventually meet like his shoulder, right? Sort of here, right? So there's like his sort of appendages coming out right here. There's all like scales and bumping lines and stuff. So this is like a part of his wing. So it all sorts of comes out here, right? That kind of stuff. So there's lots of this now coming down his body, right? So another one here. We'll just add as much of these as we can. Another one here. Another one here. Here. And then they kind of disappear in behind his spine, and then we have some bumps coming down. Like so. And then I think the last one And it comes out here. So like the wings come out from the side of his body and then the rest of his back kind of bumps down that way. So we got these like bumping sections here. So we just add some like extra lines on his body coming down from his head. So just adding these sort of wrinkle lines now. You can give these as much texture as you want, really. So they can be like hatched lines, dotted lines. Some lines coming across this. You can make them as wrinkly and bumpy as you want. Just adding all these cracks and dots and scales and things like this, right? So he's a real bumpy skin. Right, so then this wing is like folded like this, right? So it kind of goes in and it bends around, right? But to our eye, we can just see it kind of like in two sections. We can see the interior part and then the part that folds over it comes out like across his body, sort of this way. We can see some of the spikes, right? So we'll start with this top one, right? So these are arms and stuff, right? So these have like say some texture around. So each of these is like a arm that kind of comes out of his body, right? So this one goes up to there, but it folds in around itself and comes out the other side, right? And we have the red skin part of his wing as well. So, what to do? So I guess we'll do sort of some lines for this red skin, right? So it just comes down. Like that, right? So this red flap, right? And then this spike comes out here. This goes back like this. And it ends about here and the wing goes back down this way. So then the bone part comes across. And then this goes down around to there. Then around like so. And he's got like spikes. So this is the same arm. See this? So this is like disappearing underneath the red wing and coming back out up here. And then it comes to this sort of spike that comes down across his body. And you can erase any lines that you go over. Just there like that. And this can have like texture on it as well. Like that. And then there's another one on top, so we have some more red wing sort of lines like so, and on the other side as well. Comes up to there, and then there's like a bumping section here, like a round ball, and then this will go back down this way, the top sort of here, and then we have a spike, like a hook on top, like so, and then texture if you want. Right, so the back of this wing then kind of comes down this way, right? And it has bumps every now and then, so for like, so there's another, say there's another bone here. They come down sort of evenly enough spaced. Another one there, another one here, like that. So you can see now this wing, the way it's coming across his body this way. And then that comes down that way. Another bone area there, and then we go down again to another bone area, and this keeps going sort of down and down, right down, so like a big fan, and then some more of these spikes, right? This one's quite long, goes over his body a little bit here. Like so. And another ball sort of shape on the end. Then like fangs or something. Spikes. Ball on the end to this one. Yeah, we keep adding some. So another something here. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one sort of, they get smaller as we go down. So another line here. Sort of hooked down this end. Like that. Right, so then we have to do the arms that are on the inside part as well. So that's the first one. And then another one comes out here. Goes up into there. This one comes across, like so. This is like the most complicated thing in this character. It's like these wings, especially when one is folded, they're not just stretched out evenly on both sides, you know. And we keep going down. So these are like just this, and then that one. Yeah, another one here. Like so. And we'll add texture to them now in a second. So this is the final one down here, I think, and there's some in between, so Kind of has a ball on the end of it, goes back around to there. And one. Like so. So then texture all on them. Right, so then the red parts of his wings have all these texture lines going down this way. So just going behind the wings. This and some in this side as well. Right, like so. Okay, I'll just erase some of the lines that we shouldn't see inside. And then just thicken up some of your edge lines as well. Just make them slightly darker. Helps on creatures where there's a lot of texture and stuff like that. It just makes the texture lines a little bit lighter and makes them sort of stand out a little bit more. That's what I think anyway. Right, so the second wing, right? So this one's kind of a little bit more straightforward. We just have these spikes that come out this way, right? So we're coming out from behind his back, sort of, let's go here, right? So the first sort of spike comes out there. And it goes up this way, around. Here, and then we have a round section on top again with a spike sticking off like a claw. so, and then this will come back. Long line coming down here, right? So that's one, and there's about 6 more, I'd say. So we just add them, and we just go for it. So 1, 2, 3, another one. So we'll get the spikes in roughly. So there's like a spike here. And then you have the round sort of area, right? And then this goes backwards and then down into his body. Backwards, around, down into his body. Spiky thing here. This will go back, down into his body, back, down to there. And then another spike line here. So maybe you have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go 7. And they get gradually smaller as we go down. Maybe a little one just here. Like that, and then we have the red wing sections all on the inside. So this sort of skin-like areas just in between. Like so, and then you can add texture lines all over. Again, same sort of thing as we did over here. So we just add lots of these. So just these curved lines on the edges of his bone sort of parts first. And then with lines going like this direction. wings on the skin folds. So you can just add broken sort of lines like so, just to give a sense of direction for his wings. Like that. And then again, if you want, like, thicken up some of the edge sort of lines just to make them stand out a little bit more. Totally optional, of course. Do, do, do. Okay, but I think that's it. That's pretty much how to draw the Warbat from Godzilla vs. Kong, or the Monsterverse. I'm sure it's in other movies as well, or is it just in Godzilla and Kong? I'm not sure. And as usual, you just kind of keep adding details until you're happy. I never know when to stop. Anyone who's watched a good few of these, especially on the animals or these sorts of creatures when there's lots of detail, it's kind of harder to know when to stop. Okay, but I think I'll leave it there. Hope it was helpful. As usual, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share. If you got requests you really need me to do, and you can afford it, go to Patreon, and then I'll get to your request as quick as I can. Okay. See you in the next one. Bye.